No doubt about it. He is the first HWE champion, and no one has defeated him yet for that belt. Many have tried, but no one has been able to take it off the waist of the Caffeine King. The bell rings, and we are here for our main event, here live at the Tarlton Theater in historic downtown Green Bay. Yours truly, two-time Hall of Famer, two-time Emmy Award winner, The Thrill, up here in the Styler and Waldorf booth with the one and only Sam Eli. It has been a pleasure all evening to call these matches alongside the man, and we are in for a treat of a title match, Sam.
Thrilled. The honor has been all mine in the booth here with you. First time ever here at the Tarlton for our first ever HWE event, and now we're in the first ever main event here.
And the first ever time professional wrestling has graced the halls of the Tarlton Theater. For as long as it's been here, you'd think pro wrestling would have been here, but we've made it happen here in HWE. Our big thanks to Charles Knight and everyone here at the Tarlton Theater for making this dream come true. This is like a smaller version of Wrestling at the Chase. It is dignified, it is beautiful, and we are loving it. Oh, and there's the mustache culture you talked about, Sam.
Yes, it looks like their only similarity here is front and center as we get things started here. The mustache culture, front and center. Main priority for both men.
You ain't kidding about lack of similarities. These two shadows together forms the 01 on the side of the General Lee.
Exactly, and he says right there that his is better.
Aaron Arson always claims that everything about him is better, but he's proud about three things: his mustache, his scarf, and the HWE Championship. He could lose a couple of those things here tonight if he's not careful against the Gentleman Barbarian.
Let's see here. Oh, and a test of mustache strength here, Thrill.
The Greco-Roman double mustache hold.
And
what were we saying about we didn't have things in our bingo card?
The double mustache grab and hold definitely was not on the bingo card for tonight.
Did Killer Kowalski cheat that one back in the day?
And Hamilton backs Arsenal into the corner, takes control momentarily here.
If we're going hair versus hair, he does have the advantage. He's got the full head as opposed to the drop knot, not to mention that giant beard.
That beard looking great, that Gentleman Barbarian in the middle of the ring waiting for Arsenal to meet him.
And we just heard a chant of Stash Forever. Pornstash Peter Swans has got to be kicking rocks in the locker room if he's not part of this.
You know, I'm sure that he would have had something to say about this, but I don't think he'd get in the ring with Bruss Hamilton.
Yeah, exactly. Even with Yvonne Lee as his new backup policy, I would not get in the way of the Gentleman Barbarian. But the champ has no choice. He's contractually obligated to defend the title, and here we go. And look at that. Arsenal with the wrist lock right off the top.
Classic Aaron Arsenal feigning the handshake and taking control just for a split second.
And did you see how hard he got shoved into those ropes by the Gentleman Barbarian? Hamilton's power is no joke, Sam.
Goes for the back block here and tries to take control again, using the hair.
Nice side headlock here by the champion. He's actually got Hamilton in control. I spoke too soon.
Throws him off again. The strength of Bruss Hamilton, way too much here for simple headlocks and simple waist locks.
Tossed like yesterday's garbage a quarter of the way across the ring. The champion has never faced anyone like this.
Arsenal's a classic technical wrestler, but the strength of Hamilton, he's going to have to find another way in. And he gives up on it there, just as we talk about it.
Arsenal shaking his head at what he's gotten himself into.
And Bruss,
look at that,
giving him his back.
Tries to go low, tries to chop down the tree. Instead, he's got that arm locked in, the left arm locked in behind the back of Hamilton.
You can tell the confidence of Bruss just throwing him off there.
And with one arm, Hamilton throws him into the ring and tosses him the other way.
Clear across the whole ring. What were we just talking about? The strength of Hamilton.
Speaking of strength, that huge splash in the corner, I swear I saw those ring posts move an inch.
And that expensive scarf in the grasp of Bruss. Oh!
Maybe don't wear something into the ring that gives your opponent some leverage. The Gentleman Barbarian taking full advantage here, Sam.
Not that he needs the leverage, but you know he'd be glad to use it.
Why wouldn't you? It's a championship match. The HWE title on the line. Hamilton can make no bigger mark in this company than coming in his first attempt here, in his first match here, win the title in such a historic venue. Are you kidding me? He'd make his bones here forevermore.
Of course he wants to etch his name into the history books here to be the second ever HWE champion here since this title has come up after the last Summer Series.
And if he keeps throwing lariats like that, he may get just that. Look at how bad the champion is getting rocked back and forth. Here's the windup and the pitch.
He gets all of that last one. Aaron Arsenal making the mistake in the corner of trying to give a lariat to Hamilton, and Hamilton lets him eat it tenfold.
The champ's top knot almost got caught in the turnbuckle. That's how far his head rocked back. Oh, and look at
the strength of Hamilton from a deadlift all the way up to the shoulder.
Looking for the power slam? No, let's just do it in the corner. All the way across the ring, carries him like a sack of potatoes.
Thrill, this is textbook Hamilton, corner to corner power slam position.
And lands it nicely.
This is well in the wheelhouse of Hamilton.
And look at the champion just grabbing his back there. Can you imagine the punishment his spine must have taken there after that cinema? And the scarf is around the challenger's neck.
You know, they rival each other in mustache culture, but it looks like Bruss might be coming into scarf culture now.
You're right.
Apparently that look wasn't for him. It would mess up that lovely ink he's got around there.
You know, he's got the great beard. He doesn't want to mess with it there.
Look at that. Arsenal, smart, quick as the hiccup, throw through the legs, tosses the scarf, the pump kick, and tosses Hamilton into the ring post. Where the hell did the champ find the strength to move that much of a mountain of a man that far?
Scarf to the face to distract him, foot to the face, just to daze him enough to lead him into the corner. I think Bruss took his own momentum with him, with that strength advantage that he leans on so hard, and it may have bit him there.
And now the champion heading outside the ring. Both men outside now. Here he comes in behind, clobbering from the back. Challenger never saw him coming. Arsenal wailing away in the back of the challenger.
That is a big back to wail on, though. I don't know if that's the way, but that attack to the face on the apron, that might be a difference maker.
Plants him right on the apron, the face of the champion bouncing off of it. Now Arsenal using all the leverage. And look at this, using the ring post as leverage, just wrenching that left arm, using all of that 5 count, and just slamming the inside of his arm into that ring post. That could tear ligaments, Sam.
And this is what Aaron Arsenal needs to do to overcome the strength advantage of Bruss Hamilton. Use his environment to his advantage and attack the ligaments and the connective tissue of Bruss Hamilton so he can't use that strength advantage.
A couple of cheers here from the Tarlton crowd for the champion, but mostly boos as he steps back in between the ropes. Both men back in the ring now as this championship match continues. Oh, look at this. Hamilton busted over the ropes. Oh, and a big kick there from the champion.
You know, it's understandable some people appreciate the approach of Aaron Arsenal and his technical prowess, but most people will look at his tactics and say that is not.
Now, he's a bit underhanded, no doubt about it, but you kind of have to be when you're defending the HWE championship. Not that I can defend his conduct. Big elbow there, though. Great wrestling there by our champion. Big clubbering over, shot to the left shoulder there. That left arm of Bruss Hamilton could be a little compromised. And looking at lunge down, again, more of that targeting. Smart wrestling we're seeing by the champion here, Sam.
Yes, you can see he's not just attacking the arm, he's attacking the joints. He's attacking the connective ligaments to take away that strength advantage that Bruss has.
The champion staying on and now, still targeting the left arm, those joints like you're saying. And of course, the mustache just a little bit. Raleigh fingers would be proud if he wasn't dead.
Always time to adjust the mustache.
Oh, big maneuver there by Arsenal, wrenching back. Oh, and just going for the eyes now. Oh, wait, that's a mustache hold.
It looked like an eye rake, but it was definitely a textbook mustache crank.
Right, write that down in your notebooks, folks. Mustache crank.
It's it's a textbook maneuver from mustache culture. I know it runs very deep, but you see Aaron Arsenal go back to it.
Dates back to ancient Greco-Roman times, I'm sure.
Exactly. You know Thrill.
Here comes the champion. Big shot in the corner there. And he actually rocked Bruss Hamilton briefly, but all of a sudden I think he just woke Bruss up.
All he did there was shake some life into Bruss.
And the champ's back his turn. He has no idea. He thinks he has all the time in the world to go forward again as he's jaw-jacked with everyone on the Tarlton, and he gets surprised. Big overhand slap by the challenger, and down goes the champion. Look at the look of surprise in his face, and now he's locked in that side headlock. Look at the size of the biceps. They're as big as the champion's head.
His bicep rivals the cranium of Aaron Arsenal. One slap, putting him on his back.
Unbelievable. No. I mean, kudos to the champion for lasting this long against a man of such power. Ooh, charging there. Nobody home. Now the challenger will take advantage.
Right back to that shoulder joint.
Look at the attack by the champion. Cover, count it 2. Could this be enough? No.
Aaron Arsenal's being so smart here, not looking for leverage, not trying to take down the tree trunks of Bruss because he knows that man squats 500 pounds easy. He's attacking the shoulder to take away that strength base.
Right to our Sam. There's no way he can trade power for power with the champion. But any tree will fall if you knock down the trunk of it enough.
Exactly.
And the joints that he's targeting is just doing a number on the challenger. Arsenal wrestling one of the smartest matches of his career, and he's going to have to retain his title against a monster like that.
Say what you will about Arsenal, he always wrestles a technically intelligent match.
No doubt about it. That's why he's the HWE champion. All of a sudden, the tables are turning. Hamilton looking to serve up a taste of Arsenal's own medicine.
Some technical offense from Bruss Hamilton, of all people. I definitely was not expecting that.
The champ was lucky that his foot was that close to the ropes. Had he been stuck in that hole too much longer, we might have had a change of the gold around here. Again, using the rolls for leverage, that big kick to the left hand, and then again, working on the wrist, wrenching that left hand, that left shoulder, all those joints you're talking about, Sam. Arsenal executing this game plan pretty damn well.
Every single moment of offense, even just to taunt Bruss just now with the boot to the shoulder, is directed at that target. Zero wasted movement.
Except for that wiping his boot on the face, the utter disrespect from champion to challenger. Oh, but it cost him. It cost him.
Just as I'm singing his praises, Bruss takes advantage of the mistake.
And all of a sudden the champion gets spun around. Oh, but he fires back with a nice right forearm. That actually stuns the challenger, who then eats a face full of turnbuckle over and over.
Not wise, Bruss Hamilton having the coconut for a head.
And now he's just doing it to wake himself up. The champion has to stop it. And big shove, roll through there. Big shoulder block puts down the champion. Here comes Bruss, another one, and our champion is bouncing around like a red rubber ball.
Bruss finally finding the space that he needed to take control. Back to that power slam.
Over the shoulder.
Into the lights before bringing him down there. Big splash coming.
Off the roll, splash. We could have a new champion here, maybe. Cover.
Here it is.
Count it 2. Oh my God, Arsenal kicks out.
I haven't seen Arsenal kick out that hard in a very long time.
I can't believe anyone would kick out of an attack like that from the gentleman Barbarian. Bruss Hamilton bringing the pain. I have to give the champion kudos for managing to kick out of that attack.
Brick McCarthy last month put me into the lights before putting me down from a gorilla press. I'm shook from that. This attack from Bruss Hamilton, even larger.
Yeah. Brick McCarthy's a big guy, but I haven't yet to see anyone bigger in HWE than Bruss Hamilton. He is one of the biggest monsters I have ever seen in the pro wrestling ring here in the Green Bay area.
100% Aaron Arsenal going outside the ring to look for a respite from Bruss, but he's right behind him.
Yeah, he found no rest outside. He's just found himself getting hit into things at the hands of the challenger. Head, meet, apron. Apron wins every time. Multiple times. The champion getting his mustache rocked by the challenger. Round we go. Oh, look at that. Arsenal managed to shove him off, and the champion shoves the challenger into the ring post, and now the scarf comes into play, choking him outside.
And the ref starts the count here, tries to get the scarf away.
Smart move by the official. Drop down there and get him and get right in Arsenal's face and get that illegal maneuver out of there. And the challenger rocked a little bit, trying to get his oxygen back as Arsenal takes the time to gloat. Shocker, where we've seen that before.
Arsenal breaks the count, comes right back out. I don't know if this is wise. He could have just left Bruss out there.
Oh, look at that. Hamilton dropped.
Oh!
Hamilton lured him into a false sense of security like he was going to sit down in the 4th row and caught the champ snapping, scoop, and slam onto the hard wooden floor of the historic Tarlton Theater.
Aaron Arsenal lets his pride get the better of him, comes out of the ring after Bruss and eats a body slam on the stage.
Thrown
trouble.
Oh, incredible. Thrown down onto the apron and rolled back into the ring like yesterday's fish wrap.
And Bruss Hamilton talking to the crowd, taking another seat.
Now he takes a seat and takes a rest. His Arsenal needs a bit of a break himself.
I don't know how wise this is for Bruss. You know he wants to come out of here as the champion, and he's not going to be able to do that outside the ring.
I would agree with you, Sam. When you have the champion down like that, you have to stay on him. I know Bruss is a big guy, and he might need a little bit of a breather here to get his win back, but you can't let up against a champion, especially one as crafty as the Hipster Hunk.
Just as you say that, he traps that same arm and takes advantage again and is back on top.
And any recovery that poor Bruss might have had from that is now gone after that last wrenching. Arsenal tuning up the band, if you will, stomping as he crutches his own neck. Ooh. Huge kick. You heard that up here. It knocks out Hamilton. Cover count of 2.
Oh, but he didn't get the full cover there, giving Bruss just enough to get his shoulder up.
And this thing is not over yet. Oh, and look at this submission over. Look at that wrist lock.
And he's pulling the wrist lock into a full arm bar here. Bruss is flat. He's got no leverage to protect his arm here.
He's too far from the ropes. He's not going to be able to get there. This is a hell of a move by the champion. And now he sits up and just rents it in. Look at the intensity on his face. He wants to deal some damage, Sam.
He adds an arm trap, but Bruss trying to get the leverage here and alter the angle to put Arsenal on his back.
He might be. Is he going to try and pick him up from that spot?
No way. From a deadlift?
He did!
From a deadlift!
Up and down! What a modified powerbomb!
If Bruss had a chance at the HWE Championship, his greatest is right this moment.
Right you are, Sam. This is it. He's got to roll over and make that cover. Instead, he's a quarter of the way across the ring, trying to use the ropes just to get up. both these men are down and they are struggling. This championship matchup has taken so much out of them, Sam.
He has taken so much damage to that left shoulder and elbow, and he was still able to muscle Arsenal up for that makeshift powerbomb to create separation. I'm not surprised that he couldn't get the cover.
Just when I think neither of these two men can show me anything else, they both managed to find a way. What a title match we're seeing here, folks. The Gentleman Barbarian Bruss Hamilton versus the Hipster Hunk Aaron Arsenal for the biggest prize in this company, the HWE Championship. Both men are still fighting. The scarf is down and the fists are flying from the champion. He is fired up. Hammer and anvil elbows, fists flying. Got him in the corner. And a big shove off there by the challenger, who straight up splashed him standing, middle of the ring, cover. Ooh, not enough. And Arsenal's not done yet, but neither is Bruss.
Bruss is a house of fire right now, and this is his best chance right here. He has to give Aaron something he isn't expecting.
The champion struggling to his feet. He's got him up in the big bear hug, draped over. And look at that! Arsenal caught him in a choke.
He's got him in a guillotine choke. Not quite the lock on the arm that he wants.
What a counter by the champion. Now over on the back of the challenger.
Now, last time we saw Aaron Arsenal, he choked out Rafael Quintero with the rear naked choke, and he's right back to it here.
This is a lot bigger, meatier man to do it with. Nothing against Quintero, but they don't come any bigger than Hamilton.
Standing straight up
without
like
a backpack, and the referee gets caught in between.
Wow.
That was a bad sandwich. Hamilton, champion, referee, and turnbuckle.
A bad break here for Bruss Hamilton, just finding the space that he needs, but now the referee is down and Aaron Arsenal is outside the ring.
Our official's laying down like yesterday's baloney, and all of a sudden,
oh no.
Like the champion just went and grabbed the belt from ringside.
And the ref is down. He can't see anything going on right now as Aaron Arsenal tees up with the title.
Swing and miss. And what a power slam.
And here it is.
Cover, 2, 3, 4. We should have a new champion at this point.
You can count to a million here. Bruss Hamilton has Arsenal dead to rights, but that sandwich in the corner keeping the ref down, perhaps costing him his one chance.
We should rightfully have a new HWE champion at this point, but there's no official.
Bruss turns his back to get the official back on his feet, trying to rouse him back to consciousness here.
It's going to take a minute or two to get that referee back into position. Arsenal, on the other hand, is just wrenched in pain, just writhing, hammering on the mat. He's so frustrated.
Oh, no. Oh.
And there's the low blow.
Oh. And he grabs the title again.
He's got the title belt right in the face of the challenger. Title gold to the mush.
What a 1-2 punch. A low blow behind the ref's back.
Referee's away. Cover on the champion. Cover. Count of 2. And he got him. Damn it.
What a way to pull it out. And look, Bruss's shoulders up.
And still, Hybrid Wrestling Entertainment Champion, Arsenal.
That fight took everything both men had, and it took yet once again underhanded tactics by our champion to remain as such. That Hamilton had that match won, Sam.
A low blow, a shot with the belt, and barely keeps Bruss Hamilton down for 3 to retain. The term by the skin of your teeth couldn't be used more perfectly here for Aaron Arsenal.
Right you are, Sam. He holds up the scarf and the championship, both secure in his possession. The Gentleman Barbarian put up a hell of a fight. Frankly, he's walking out of here without a belt he rightfully earned. I don't know if there's any repercussions down the line for that. But once again, by hook or by crook, and usually by crook, your champion, the Hipster Hunk, Aaron Arsenal, retains the HWE Championship.
He's held that title for a while, Thrill. Usually we see him retaining or gaining victory by way of submission. This time needing to use every trick in the book.
And then some.
Perhaps the cracks are finally starting to show in the championship reign of Aaron Arsenal.
You might be right, Sam. It takes that anybody would get cracked up facing off against the Gentleman Barbarian Bruss Hamilton. No doubt about it. But still, at the end of the night, the referee's decision is final and still reigning supreme. Aaron Arsenal remains your hybrid wrestling entertainment champion, capping off one hell of a historic night of action here at the Tarlton Theater. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Be sure to join us for more.